talking about sex doesn't mean you're going to get pregnant, and talking about death doesn't mean you're going to die. Unfortunately, there's so many people, especially in Black culture and many other different cultures, that find talking about death to be like bad juju. Let's not talk about it, let's throw it under the rug. And I get it, nobody wants to talk about dying, but the reality is, whether we talk about it or not, it's gonna happen. We're all gonna die someday. We don't know when, we don't know how, but it's gonna happen. And then when death does come, there's no plan. There's no funeral arrangements, there's no plan to cover cremation, there's no plan over who's going to cover final expenses, hospital bills, medical bills, credit cards, mortgage payments. All those things have to be paid. It causes a lot of family friction, a lot of fights, a lot of damage to the family. And these are all things that could have been avoided if we talked about it. Now, you might be thinking, okay, well, I got life insurance. Well, guess what? Life insurance can take a while to pay out, especially if you're waiting on the death certificate. That death certificate could take a few weeks, a month, 2 months, 6 months sometimes to pay out. Even if you have money in a trust, the money in the trust can't be paid out until what? There's a death certificate, and that could take a few weeks, a few months to get delivered. But your family needs money right now. They can't wait. Those bills and those expenses need to be paid right now. So talking about death is super important, especially if you're gonna leave behind any significant amount of wealth. I mean, all of that work, all the wealth that you've worked so hard to leave behind to your family, it's gonna be all for naught if you don't have a plan in place. It's just that simple.